It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's
the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah. No gloating. No gloating.
It's the, it's your hat. It really threw me. I haven't seen you in a Bob and Tom hat in quite a while. It's normally some
He didn't even know he had on a Bob and Tom hat.
Weird camp you attended or something.
Willie had his camp shirt on earlier.
I know.
Now he's afraid that he might sully their reputation.
I don't know why.
With some remark.
Griswold, Mars, Camp Crosley, memories. Stop!
You can't tell the people.
Hi, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Hello, Ace. Wilbur.
Hey, Chick.
Pat Godwin somewhere in the building. And,
right here.
Let's see. Josh Arnold no longer with us. We're sad. You hear about that? He decided go into a different direction.
Sadly,
what happened?
He passed after a long battle with a bear.
Oh, he did not.
He's on vacation in bear country. Should we wake him up? Let's find out what's going on.
No.
He rented a cabin in the middle of the bear thing. I can hear Pat Godwin, but I can't see him. He's in the other building.
This is the way it's going to happen, isn't it?
The closed circuit TV is off in here. This is very distracting.
He's going to Orson Welles it, and the only way he's going to be on the show is if we can't see him. You wait and see.
I kind of like that.
You wait and see.
Okay, Pat, I want to do the Pat Godwin challenge today.
I bet you do.
Okay, let me get things organized over here. Well, now, we've done this before, and the way this works, I should explain.
And it went great.
It did. Yeah, we pick a news story and we give you.
I think a lot of them went okay.
We give you a few minutes to write something, and I liked our new feature yesterday, which is what is it? No warning karaoke.
Cold read karaoke. That's Willie's idea. Yeah.
Cold read karaoke, where we handed you fake lyrics to a song, and you were not allowed to read it until you played it.
That is dangerous.
Oh, it's good.
It's great.
Worked out very well.
Very nice
I just want to say, for how you pride yourself on being able to name things.
Yeah.
But whenever you name something, you cannot get that was the hot box for a little while. You had no idea what to call it.
No, it just comes out of his mouth. Blah, 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 blah. He doesn't know.
It's all about the flow, Willie. We got to keep
Cold
moving
read
forward.
karaoke.
Move forward.
Sorry,
This is the 22nd of September, 2020. What do we think of yesterday? It's over. That was yesterday.
That was
That'd be a good title. Yeah, we got to move forward here on this crazy situation.
Somebody's pot pie's ready.
Is that me? Oh, that's Chick.
It's Chick.
Turn your fan off there.
Please.
Will you? God. You should have heard him this morning,
it's
too.
Circulate.
What?
He gave Mark Mike like a 20-minute session on, now, if you pull that rod up in the back of the fan, it will actually move.
Oscillate, yeah.
He acted like he was discovering fire. It was the stupidest 10 minutes.
He didn't know how to do it.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Everybody knows how to do
technology
that.
has been the same.
We all have that fan.
But
All of
you,
us.
obviously, you lunatic.
I am trying to circulate the COVID-19 virus throughout the building.
When none of us get this, and we've all been on our own best behaviors and wearing our masks, yada, yada, but when none of us get this, he's going to come up to us a year later and go, does anyone want to thank me for keeping everyone disease-free?
Would anyone like to hand me checks for the HVAC system I had installed with the special filters and the UV rays?
I will happily give you some money for that.
Great.
I'd like to see...
it's all $1,000 each.
Okay.
all right.
Cash only.
Cash only.
There's none back here. I'm in a petri dish back here.
Yeah, well, there's no one in there but you, so...
Yeah. You and those germs.
Oh, there you are. Now I can see you. There we go. Oh, now look, and I see you. We've got a beautiful picture of a Hawaiian island.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I like that very much.
Behind me?
No, it's next to you.
Oh.
Okay, now...
I want to go there.
Yeah, now, are we going to postpone the discussion of what happened with the shoe in, or are we going to...
No, we're going at it right now.
All right.
I don't care if he's seen it or not. And you said you didn't see it.
I have not.
And he
come on, Ace.
He specifically
All right.
asked Chick.
There's no way you don't know.
Here we go. Okay, ready? Here's what happened last night, Monday Night Football. Derek Carr, season-ending injury, and... No, that's not what happened. Let's start again. Derek Carr threw 3 touchdown passes, and the Raiders gave their new fans in Vegas plenty to celebrate. No fans in the stands. They beat the Saints last night 34-24. The Raiders are a juggernaut. The Raiders.
Yeah.
Well, they said it was like a Super Bowl preview.
Okay, well, Chick actually
So what am I now?
Pick
7
the
and 7,
Saints
7 and 8. What am I?
now you're even.
Now
7
you're
and
Ace's
7.
best friend, I think.
7 and
That's
7.
what
That's
happened.
right. You got to laugh now.
Yeah, laugh at all his jokes.
You're right, buddy.
The bet was you now have to laugh at all the Ace Cosby
That was
jokes.
the bet.
That was the
done
bet.
and done.
Chick, you took the Saints -7 even. Wow.
Yeah, the Saints were big favorites, and they did pretty well early, but Raiders came back.
Now,
There you
Ace
go,
is a
man.
huge Raider fan, but you did not watch the game. You'll watch it tonight now.
I was in the car this morning with my partner, and she said, "Do you want to know who won the game?" I said, "No, I'll watch it after work."
Ugh, well, you know now.
You know.
Is she aware of what you do?
What a loving and beautiful relationship you two. I mean, you are so lucky to have a girl like her. Yes, sir, buddy.
She drives herself, except she's homeless. The good thing about that is you can drop her anywhere and she's home.
It's never boring.
That's, you know what? I give him that. It's never boring.
I don't know how we're going to tell you what we were talking about at dinner the other night, but on that situation, we all agreed on one point. And I don't know how to tell him.
Don't tell him.
I would be probably
Let's
should.
talk about it off the air,
Yeah,
maybe.
we probably should.
In the meantime, Patty G. We'll get
Yes.
back to sports in just a second. Pat, we
Pat Godwin.
would like to.
Disgusting.
What'd she say?
That sounds
Disgusting.
Do you remember Grandma football? That sounds disgusting.
Best grandma of all time.
Okay. Now, the way this works, Pat, is we will read you some headlines from today's show, and you will, or we will pick one, and you get to write a song about it.
It's a big sports day
Does
today.
that sound reasonable?
Shut up.
And
It's the last thing I want. Are you nuts?
This is the first day of fall.
Yes,
it is.
it is.
In fact,
Fall.
the equinox, right?
Oh, we get to hear from Tim Cavanaugh then.
So you are just running your mouth today. What's your problem? Shut your face.
Okay, now, where was I? Okay, we got to pick a song for you, Pat.
Oh, God.
I've got a couple of the headlines here for you. Christy, you want to read them a couple headlines?
What do we have?
No poop,
We
Christy,
have
no poop.
Colorado trout dropped into the mountain lakes by airplane.
Let's just do that one.
Can you do that?
Let's just do that one. I like that, yeah.
It's a cool story. They
You used to ask me this for years, and I'm going to ask this about you. Who pissed in your cornflakes today? What's your problem? All right, let's do that.
well, I looked at the clock. We need to.
Oh,
All right, done.
Or we can choose
Got it.
when we come back.
yeah.
Nope.
wait.
No, you got to give him more time. By the way, glad to be with you.
Let's start this.
Okay, it's still early. Let's see now. There's our engineer, Ace Cosby, celebrating the massive victory of his favorite team, the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, Ace,
34-24 last night, in case you fell asleep or didn't watch.
Spoiler alert.
Ace has taped the game. Ace is Ace. When I say tape the game, I mean it. Ace is a VCR guy.
I have a DVR.
Oh, you have a DVR? They still make those? Okay, good.
Oh, don't act like that would be an odd assumption on our part, you weird man. I mean, he's always had a DVR. My man is on top of technology. You know that.
Ace, you have. Am I correct in saying you have 3 functioning VCRs at your home?
4.
4. Oh, sorry, I'm an idiot. Now, how many tapes?
He actually
how many
physically evidently had to go room to room and count them as he
How
was
many
answering.
classic VCR tapes do you suppose you have?
A few hundred.
100? Okay, very good, very good. Now, the point is, we'll get to that story in just a
And
second.
the point is, I'm agreeing and
You love
laughing
everything about Ace.
and I'm on the Ace bandwagon.
Well, you have to, because your bet was you have to
I
laugh
had
at
the
all his
Saints
jokes.
last night, and they yacked it up. In case you missed it, Derek Carr, 3 touchdown passes, 3 of them. And the internet is ablaze with rumors this morning that Drew Brees has a noodle arm, their words, not mine, and says he can't throw deep anymore. That's what they're saying. Once again, the final
Well, when you
Raiders
say that's what they're saying.
34, Saints
These
24.
are morons that have the ability to get on the internet.
You got to watch the internet. That's how World War II started.
Okay,
The new $2 billion stadium
You
in
got some
Vegas
guy who hasn't left his basement
held
in
its
6
first
months.
event following the Raiders.
Highlight of his day is a smelly fart, but he
Move from
knows how to coach
Oakland.
the New Orleans Saints. They should call him up and get him out of the basement. Could we? We have things to do here before we get to these sports scores. First of all, we have to mention. Hi, Christy. She's at the Navy
You know
Federal
what?
Credit
Jerk.
Union
You
news
are.
desk.
What is your deal
I don't know
today?
what that was.
You are not going to get Employee of the Year.
You're even in the top 10.
You're not going to get paid if I don't mention that Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. And I would introduce Josh at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick
He
chair.
quit.
Except he's on vacation.
He's on vacation. He's with the Bears.
Thank you. Mark just brought me some eggs. By the way, the fan you have in your room, pull up that vertical post. It'll start rotating.
He's truly a madman. He's truly crazy.
He's out of his mind, and he's your father.
Dad.
Oh my gosh!
You're looking at your future.
That's the word. That's the craziest part, you guys.
know
That every day I'm turning into him.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Oh,
We're all turning into him.
The other day I go, you know what? I'm going to go to my AC thing, whatever that thing's called, and I'm going to turn it on to turn it off from auto, and I'm going to turn the temp up a little bit because it needs to be circulating.
That's right. That's
And I
exactly
was
right.
explaining it to my friend, going, "Oh no, it's happening already!"
If you go to someone's house and they have their HVAC on auto, leave. Because they're an idiot. You got to keep that fan going. Get that COVID circulating.
Now, when you leave, do you make this announcement house-wide that you're all idiots, and then I'll
it's
never
like if you go into a restaurant and they only have the pink sugar substitute.
Yes.
Leave. Their food's going to be terrible.
So when you walk into someone, well, you don't go into anybody's home, I'm assuming.
Kidding?
Yeah.
Of course not.
You walk straight to their thermostat to make sure that their fan is on.
what's the
No, I don't. First, I go to their ceiling fans and make sure they're going the right direction. Then I go to the HVAC.
And it's counterclockwise in the winter and clockwise
I'd
in
have to
the
look it up again.
summer. Okay.
Yeah, but I know what it is. I check my phone every season.
Those fans in the ceiling do not rotate if you pull a knob up in the back of them. Is that right? I think that might be
Well,
right.
the poorly designed ones that aren't remote control, you have to have a ladder to go up to adjust the buttons and the chain.
I went to the attic. Turns out, no thing on top of that.
No
None. Could you imagine
I
that?
checked it out. I don't understand.
Let's see. There's Pat Godwin. Hi, Pat. The new show that we're going to be debuting during the commercial breaks is we leave the camera on Pat and watch what bizarre things he's doing.
Yeah.
I was
doing some kind of-
discussing a guitar part
Pat?
with Dean.
It's going to be the Pat Godwin
Talking to himself.
Mystery Science Theater. We're going to sit back and comment as
arms
Pat.
flailing.
Still, your number one rated episode is when you lost your pick and your guitar. That was
that's
the best
really annoying.
episode ever.
Poor Pat.
I'm sorry. Where were we? Okay, there's Ace, there's Willie, I'm Tom.
It's the
Welcome
Equinox song. That's what we were doing,
back.
right?
Today is the autumnal equinox.
We should probably get to sports. There's quite a lot.
Oh, we got all day, honey.
Okay.
Nothing breaking. Lithuanian volleyball just ended, but other than that, I think we're okay.
You're the one who's all amped up about somebody shooting basketballs as a world record or some dumb thing.
Tom? Quick question. Ace Cosby, do you know, I noticed Ace is having some breakfast, sorry. Do you know who in the NBA, the worst free throw shooter in the modern era?
Shaq was up there.
Shaq's up there, certainly.
Will Chamberlain, probably.
Will Chamberlain also up there.
Clang.
Probably some guy whose name
Who
we
is
don't
it?
know, I'd imagine.
It's not Shaq?
It's not Shaq?
No, I think, I'll have to look it up. I think it's Ben...
Gazzara?
Oh, Ben Wallace.
Ben Harper?
Ben Gazzara from
Art
Wallace.
Garfunkel?
Run for Your Life, the great television. I can't believe Christie's out-me'd me.
No.
By the way, yesterday, over the weekend, someone called me Three Mom Tom.
Oh, that's got to stick. Make that stick.
Wait a minute. Hold it. This could be the best morning of my life.
Oh, my God.
Three Mom Tom.
Oh,
Three Mom
You look
Tom.
like you're kind of embracing it.
Look. Well, what can I do?
You do. Yeah,
You do you, baby.
You don't want to deny anyone your unbelievable semen, do
Somebody
you?
called you Three Moms.
Three Mom Tom.
Please tell me it was Mark.
I believe it was my friend Mark. Yeah.
Do you guys know how as soon as me and a
best.
friend get close to each other and they feel comfortable asking, they just go, "So what's going on, all you brothers and sisters? What is that?"
What is that?
I mean, just let me know the numbers.
Oh, wait a minute. We've got a surprise visitor in the Pat Godwin suite on the other building. It seems that Dean has gone over there. I can see he's got, that's a nice guitar.
Thanks, Todd. That's a 75 Les Paul. It
Les Paul.
used to be a deluxe model, but then somebody put the humbuckers in, so now it's like a standard.
And by the way, humbuckers
What's
is
a
an actual
humbucker?
It's an actual type of pickup.
Christy, I can show you later.
That's okay, Dean.
Yeah,
He does like talking about it.
if you're writing a poem about backstage at rock concerts, humbucker's handy to have in your arsenal because of the rhyming.
Okay.
Now, the challenge was given to Mr. Pat Godwin to write a song about this topic. It involves
Should I do the story?
Trout stocking. Go ahead, Christy.
Colorado's been stocking its mountain lakes by dropping trout from airplanes. Colorado Parks and Wildlife pilots have dropped approximately 380,000 trout into 330 lakes in Boulder, Grand, Jackson, and Larimer counties. CPW officials said the fish just float on down once deployed from the airplane at about 100 to 150 feet above the lake.
They can't hear them screaming.
I was going to say, how do they know?
It's got to be a rough
You're a fish. You're a
I
fish.
wonder how
All of a sudden
fish-
going,
How many
sure
make
is
it?
noisy in this aquarium.
I wonder how fish television is covering this story. Once again, some of our brave brothers and sisters were hurtling toward the ground.
Not since the D-Day invasion.
Not since
This
the-
many paratroopers.
Sociopathic.
No parachutes.
Fish culturist Doug Sebring said the process is efficient. We can get a large quantity of fish into high mountain lakes that are basically only accessible by foot or horseback.
And donkey.
Nothing about donkeys.
Well, just keep
Takes
reading.
about 2 years for the fish to become at least 10 inches long, which is the legal size for trout in Colorado to be kept. So they're not full-size trout. They're like little minnows.
Of course, that's the whole point. It's a breeding thing.
I'd rather see full-size trout dropped out of a
Nowhere
plane.
in the story does it say they're minnows.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
It says nothing about donkeys.
Nothing about donkeys, nothing about minnows.
Full
And
size.
you get here earlier in the morning, you can do some research. I think, first of
you're
all,
right. I think his research is flawed.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
I think the most
He's
interesting
crazy.
thing about this to me is this is the future of pet acquisition in America. The Amazon drone flying
Drops
above,
a dog on your lap.
flying above your house, dropping pets. Drone fish.
Oh, my.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Do you know that great scene in the movie It's a Wonderful Life when the gymnasium floor opens?
That's right. We're out there swimming. Mary and I are swimming. Yeah, we're swimming.
That is really I think that's one of the greatest scenes ever in a movie. I think that is just the most memorable, joyful, fun. And the guy that throws the switch, isn't it Alfalfa from the Little Rascals?
Yes, it is indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, before he got killed. Yeah.
Oh, God.
He was stabbed to death in a fight about a hunting dog.
Oh, my
but
God.
Speaking of dogs, that's right.
there's no need to
Yeah.
explore that.
Once again, he was one of those rich, poor, dumb people. And he bought a fleet of hunting dogs. And
Yeah?
The point is, so they're dropping these little minnow fish, little baby trout.
That would have been helpful. Thank you. Yes.
Okay,
And,
well,
yeah, baby fish.
Which still, I wonder what the percentage is that'll survive.
I like this. They just float on down once deployed from the airplane. I mean,
Yeah, well, I'd like to see this
Yeah.
guy. This guy stuck
have
in the
little baby
aquarium when they
parachutes
open
on?
up the Bombay doors and he goes hurtling from 150 feet into the lake.
I envision little trout with little parachutes on them. I mean,
Maybe they could put some of those little GoPro cameras on them. We get the idea how that looks.
if I had a
In
computer,
any
I
event,
could
it's a
look it
sweet
up.
story, and I'm glad they're stocking the lake. Sounds like fun. I'm sure these are very skilled pilots. But we've asked Pat to write a song about this, and it's a tough topic, Pat. I don't know how you did it, but let's hear
Well,
what.
I haven't done it yet, so hang in there.
Okay.
Ow.
When I have a pull with a nice 10-pound test, wanna go to the hole that's the best. When I have my bait, my lures and my flies, I'm going up to the lake with the fish in the sky. Looking up to the fish in the sky, just for the halibut, the trout and walleye. Blind man says it's raining women, oh my. Going up to the place with the planes fly on by. Going up to the place with the fish in the sky. Wait for it.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful, Dean.
Norman Green Bombay door. And the fabulous.
Okay, I'm watching this video, and
The fish do not want to have any part of this, I'm guessing.
it just looks like a cloud that they just drop into the lake. You can't tell that they're fish.
Well, of course you can't, because they're tiny little fish.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool if you ask me. Ace celebrating the victory of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Not yet.
Well, just because you haven't watched it doesn't mean it didn't happen, okay?
Do you know,
You're in denial.
do you guys have any idea, if I get away from the bet
Yeah.
for one moment, you realize how difficult it is to talk to Ace? Have you ever tried?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried?
I've been his friend for 30-some years.
It's nuts.
But to
that's
listen
because
is
he's way
a
ahead of my
joy
time.
because it's time now for the Ace Cosby Joke of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Chick McGee has promised because he lost his bet, he has to laugh at this joke.
Go Ace.
Go ahead, Ace.
Should have done a bad one. Little known fact.
Should have done a bad one, is what he said.
He hasn't done it yet. It's a little known fact. Yes,
Little known fact, that garden gnomes, most of them, have red hats.
Garden gnomes have
Oh,
red
screwed
hats.
that up. It's a little gnome fact.
It's a little known fact.
Man, even when he makes a mistake, he's funny, man.
What was the mistake? A garden gnomes were a little red.
Give him another shot. Give him another shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are not jokes. This is the op-ed page of contemporary journalism.
Yeah,
A lot of folks don't know this, but most garden gnomes have red hats.
Yeah.
It's a little gnome fact.
Ah, there we go.
Excuse me.
Oh,
I didn't hear a laugh from anybody.
yeah, baby, little gnome
Do the
fact.
punchline again, Ace. Go ahead.
Wordplay. I love those.
It's a little gnome fact.
There you go. That's it. Shove that laugh in there. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the program. Christy Lee's, of course, at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
A training session. Listen to me. I know how I embellish every now and then during the sports.
Yes,
I am not going to add anything to this story.
Okay.
A training session for Brazil women's national soccer team was delayed after a macaw landed on a player's head.
Because ordinarily we don't really do news stories about practice of women's soccer in Brazil.
In Brazil.
In a video
A macaw.
that has since gone viral, the bird can be seen perched on Brazil defender Bruna Benitez's head after a man manages to get the bird to hop onto a soccer ball. Come on, get the soccer ball.
Here he is, Christy.
I'm looking it up.
It flies off and down the entire length of the field to land on the goal netting and craps in the crease.
The lady is standing in the middle of the field with this
Play was resumed shortly after the incident.
What a beautiful bird. It's a beautiful blue.
Beautiful plumage.
Beautiful plumage on this bed.
Benitez explained that the parrot is the pet of a local family, and he visits their training sessions regularly.
Is that the audio? Do we have the audio?
Yeah, I had the audio on. I'm sorry.
You have the audio of the macaw?
Yeah, did you hear him go, ah?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
No, he's going, goal!
Is that what he's doing?
He's not.
Sorry. Of course, you should see this. As soon as this thing hits her head, she flops.
She probably has a heart attack.
Stupid
Is that
bird.
the bird?
Yes.
Or is that the soccer player screaming?
No, that was the bird screaming.
Oh, okay.
Remember the reporter who got attacked by a goat live on TV? Remember that? Maybe not.
No.
She was interviewing someone, and it went like this. Ah! You remember her?
No.
Because she kind of sounds like a parrot. So we got the reporter, and then we got the parrot.
I like
This
the reporter.
is my job.
The reporter sounds like he's being sodomized.
It's a woman.
Well, either way, it's loose stuff in
The old balloon knot.
I never heard that before. I learn something new every day.
balloon
You
knot.
said, always be a good sport, right, Chipper? That's right. Christy.
I'm seeing T-shirts.
Yep.
Oh my
Chipper,
God, can you imagine?
Chipper the
Chicken
squawking
Chipper with
sports
sports.
parrot.
You have a parrot on your
Parrot on my shoulder.
You walk around, you drive in your car.
Oh, yeah. Can Chicken the Parrot be here this Saturday for the open? Oh, yeah.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.